Hey, TR here. We're going to get right into a Leo season reading. I want to do this one. Started off with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Seemed appropriate. Shuffle this guy up a couple times and just see. I know we've been in Leo energy. Wait. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about something else. Forgive me. I was thinking of someone's birthday, and I'm like, wait, it wasn't a birthday, it was a different holiday for them. Anyway, to one of my Leo besties, love you. Hope you had a beautiful several occasions. Alright. Let's break this one. Ooh. Transmuting. Let us see. I have 2 oracles and a Celtic cross that I wanted to do. Ooh. Make it more of a. Do the one that flipped up. It's upside down though. Ooh. Fascinating. It's a number 9. And it's principle. Got this diamond shape with the sun and the moon. I don't know if that's a 2 or a 4 or both on Sagittarius. This deck is loaded. I'm not going to pretend to know all there is to know. We're going to read this. So, 9, principle, enthusiasm. This is Sag, so would that be towards the end? Principle. Jupiter. Ooh. Okay, some principle. Jupiter. Game. Sagittarius, yes. Optimism. Adventure. Jupiter and Sagittarius. Ruins represent the establishment of earlier times. Dimitri is a symbol of spiritual power across centuries and countries. Constellation of Noah's dove with its prominent star fact like a faction fact is ascribed to the nature of Jupiter and Saturn by the Ptolemy. Personal. With Jupiter in its own sign of Sagittarius, we see the perfect combination of planet and sign. For lucky people with this aspect, the most satisfying way to enrich life is through broad, adventurous travel, both physically and mentally. Studying or living for a period within another culture is fulfilling for people described by this card. And a major philosophy or religion will form an important part of your life. Sorry, there's planes in my house. Although this may manifest as psychology or politics, Jupiter Sagittarians can also be concerned with publishing, lecturing, teaching, but always connected with a strong set of ethics. These interests produce a far-sightedness that can manifest as seeing into the future. Jupiter Sagittarians have a strong desire to acquire as much education as possible and take advantage of opportunities for involvement in mature studies, which can lead on to distinguished achievements. They are also, however, susceptible to involvement in extremist religions or philosophical beliefs. On the negative side, it is possible that people with this planet sign combination may seek to impose their concepts on those around them to the extent that they develop a self-righteous attitude that rides roughshod over others' views. When this card appears in a reading, it will Raise a matter of principle or life philosophy that is particularly related to the question. Assuming you had a question before this reading started, or something you were curious about. Events. Planning a grand tour or world trip. Being completely immersed in a new philosophy or religion. Conversation and the need to persuade others of a philosophy. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I don't think it's there are so many noises going on during this reading. I don't think it's controversial to say that Leos do like to do what they want to do. That's not a value statement. It's just like, I think it's safe to say that. Alright, so we are also... Sorry, a few mosquitoes got in this room, and the doggo and I both are just not having it. I got screens on these windows, but I had the door open for a little while. Another plane. It seems to be a very heavy plane moment because this has not been like this all night. It's kind of humorous. Like fourth plane in the past 7 minutes. Weird. Alright. This is Soul Journeys lesson cards. Two cards. We have service and motorcycle service. I feel good when I can help others. And envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. The same color. It has not been this loud all evening. Service. I feel good when I can help others. One of the most evolved gifts that a soul possesses is its giving of itself. There is a reason why it feels good to give. It is because your soul resonates with that vibration. Your soul should be aware that it might currently be in a situation in which it needs to be fulfilled on higher levels, and this can only happen through the attribute of humbly serving and supporting others. Put yourself in a position in which you can benefit another soul in any way possible, and demonstrate unconditional love toward others. This might mean bringing yourself into your heart space and letting everything you involve yourself in come from an attitude of giving freely. You have to learn to direct your green heart light energy through all of your thoughts, actions, and deeds. Look around and see where and how you can serve others. Perhaps one way would be asking a friend if you can help clean up his or her office or run errands. Maybe volunteer to watch a neighbor's kids so the parents can have a night out. Make a meal for someone who might be sick. Volunteer in a hospital or hospice. Perform an activity that enriches someone else's life. Alright, envy. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You must learn to accept that obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what's best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey. But try to emulate him or her, or him or her. is not being true to your own guidance. You've chosen this life and the circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what's in your best interests. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate and attempt to learn your original lessons again. Interesting. Envy and service. We're going to leave those there so we can do this. Oh, we can do this. I haven't done... Can I just say... Oh, transmuting, shifting. I haven't done actual tarot reading in a minute. But this is the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle and Tarot decks put together in one. And I will lay them out together. So it might be one of each or two of either in each placement. So give me a moment to shuffle these while y'all are listening. I have to split it in half because it is pretty substantial. Ooh. And then mash it together. What's up, Panther? I hope we're not in that energy. It's a problem. But that doesn't seem like birthday season energy. More mosquitoes have gotten into this room than we're liking. Hey, did you see lovers? Okay, so I got move a few things away from. Okay, you got you. What crosses you? Headspace. Root of the matter. Recent past. Near future. We have. Is it hopes and fears? How you see yourself? How others see you? An outcome. I might have mixed those up. Like it might have been how you see yourself, how others see you, and then hopes and fears, but I'm not sure. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Not necessarily Panther energy, but it's heading in that direction. It's like, and then just traditional tarot. It's people like, essentially like training to fight with wooden swords kind of thing. Like, what's it called? Fencing? So you, ooh, I actually like this energy though. Wolf and 10 of Pentacles. So in a good place, perhaps on your own. Doesn't have to be, but it's giving like it's a self-sufficient, self-actualized energy, which would make sense with the 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know if there's necessarily an emotional flare there per se, but there is a stability. But with Wolf, I mean, okay, well, let us see. So what crosses you is this Tiger and 7 of Wands. So whether this is your energy or someone else's, this is crosses you, so like would hurt or help you. There's the one flaming one in the middle, and then this tiger is also fire energy. And this creature looks extraordinarily focused, right? Like very zeroed in. Determined. What? Oh, and what does Chris Rex say from Minnow Pond? Pissed off for greatness? Could be a little bit of that. I'm at the Ace of Wands energy. These other wands fallen. It's tunnel vision energy. Determined tunnel vision energy. So recent past. Ooh. Earthworm and Three of Pentacles. Earthworm is kind of one of my... These are both giving grounded energies. So Three of Pentacles is giving... base of a structure. More permanence. I swear, this is unusual. It's not usually this frequent. I don't know if there's maybe one in the last two readings I did. So Earthworm, I see it as cycles, but it's kind of like a, not necessarily that it's deep. It's like a grounded cycle. But what I mean by that is like Earth's surface, like shallow. What's that? Setting. Still, in the recent past, still in the process of, and again, not a value statement, but in the process of a base, a structure. And maybe there's been a cycle of doing that. Maybe shifting gears, building a base, which could be from not necessarily being ready for that whole mountain. Alright. Ooh, I got it. 1717 when I looked. Near future. Whoa. Huh. Rat? Or sorry, well, there's a rat there. Four of Cups and the Golden Egg. See how, like, this one is very literal. Like, if we're just like, the rat is protecting those unspilled Four Cups, and it has its back to the Golden Egg. And it's very fascinating because the service of giving to others, like having a generosity, is at odds with this Four of Cups. I mean, there might even be a little bit of envy in there, like a holding on. Like I'm getting a Four of Pentacles vibe with that too. So near future, not seeing a golden opportunity, golden possibility, even if it's more ethereal than that. Like it could just be an energy that you want to embody. But 3D aspects could be in the way. Whoa, my brain. Maybe because I haven't done this in so long. So, those are supposed to be headspace and root in the matter. And I did recent past, recent future. Recent, near future. Whoa. So if we're gonna shift that, shift these to be what those were supposed to be, right? So this is headspace. Zebra and Judgment. Are you the zebra? Is somebody else a zebra? The zebra is facing away from the Judgment. This could be moving beyond the Judgment and or not acknowledging that in general. Although that is the first, we have a Spirit card here, but that's the first major arcana, is this Judgment in the headspace. Huh. While I can't entirely be 100% sure about the context just yet, judgment in association with the zebra suggests, for better or worse, a coming to terms with the unusual, with the neurodivergent, if you will. So, root of the matter then. Huh. Very intriguing. Because if that was your headspace, judgment on a zebra, root of the matter is a snake and vulture. Much darker cards. One could say shadow work, but we have a second cycle card. This one being of more depth, which would make sense with the shadow work. Root of the matter. This snake seems to be now clinging to this wisdom because of the tree of life symbol with an illumination around them, as if coming to a realization, right? This vulture, which I usually associate with good things, is reading darkness. And it's looking towards the past. Okay, so the way I'm reading this, for me, left to right, is the vulture in the root of the matter was looking back, transmuting that darkness, because it's what they do with the roadkill and everything. They would kill other creatures. So as creepy as they can be, very, very helpful to the ecosystem. Grabbing that stuff from the past, the shadow work, transmuting it, and embracing it. I don't yet know if that's a cycle, but maybe you're recognizing that it's a cycle. There's a series of doing this. Man, it's getting long. Sorry, I'm out of practice. Do forgive me. Oh, did I mean to do that? I didn't mean to do that. We're not good. Hopes and fears. Butterfly and Son of Pentacles. Air and Earth. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but Son of Pentacles. Bringing an ethereal transformation into existence via the slow pace of the Sun page of Pentacles. Slow and steady. That once there's a transformation, hopes and fears, that you'll be sustainable with it. The Son of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the deck. Hopes and fears. Okay. How you see yourself. Owl and the Emperor. How fascinating. Of course you would, Leo. How you see yourself. Wise and pensive. And standing tall. Wise It's fascinating because I feel like this energy is, if this is your self perception, is at odds with your hopes and fears. This butterfly transformation, Son of Pentacles, is a new, slow, physical direction, right? Okay. How other people see you. Mother of Cups and Raccoon. Oh, wow. I'll admit, this is not very nice. Like, it's not outright cruel. But I'll say it's not very generous. Like, if you're seeing yourself as Owl and Emperor, and other people are seeing you as the Mother of Cups and the Raccoon, maybe not in your view, but in my view, the Mother of Cups is actually looking towards the past. She's the patron of the arts. She has not yet mastered her emotions. She's not a page or knight, but she's not a king. So her emotional regulation isn't entirely there. And the raccoon is a masking and hiding energy. I'm not saying you're doing this, but the perception is that you possibly are doing this. I don't even want to touch that. I'm sorry. So, outcome. Okay. It's just a real transition from like you being the Ten of Pentacles, Wolf. It's just fascinating to me. Okay, so outcome. Strange. Because the hopes and fears were butterfly. And we have the Seven of Swords. And the Spider. It's an interesting sound. I think it's like a little further down. Outcome. This doesn't necessarily feel like a statement. Like, it doesn't feel like a statement, like a... And, I mean, well, so maybe this is just the nature of readings, and I'm needing to explain it. That, like, doesn't seal your fate. This is a possibility being shown here, that if your hopes and fears is to be a butterfly, but the moment you... Oh... This is what could be hard for a Leo. The moment you have to surrender and become that caterpillar soup in the Seven of Swords, it's just coming out this way. It's like you, maybe with this sword energy, you feel like you're getting it, like you would get, yeah, I guess I said would get ensnared. That being that state of vulnerable. And I'm not saying anybody has to broadcast their moments of vulnerability. It is helpful to share them with the people you care about so that they can act accordingly, like be on the same page to an extent, so nobody gets unnecessarily hurt, ensnared. I would end this with a question of, do you fear vulnerability? It's so vague. Do you fear vulnerability? I mean, if people see you as the raccoon, and you don't feel confident, do you either mask or retreat? Service and envy. So my thought would be, if you have moments of envy, it feels like a chicken or an egg thing. Like, if you're feeling vulnerable, does it put you in an envious place because you're not feeling your best? Or does seeing others with what you don't yet have, potentially, or what they do, or the kindnesses they have time for, which is this, you can be envious of somebody else's ability to show up for others. It happens all the time. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. When you get ensnared by your own stuff. I would look into what it is you want to be doing. We'll just put that out there right there. Not shoulds, not have been meaning to do. Really want to do right now. Forget past intentions for a time. Maybe even just for a week. Which I know is always challenging when you're shifting gears all the damn time, and it's hard to correct people when they still see a past version of you. Funky stuff, right? Yeah, I would assess that. Maybe even use a little bit of the brainstorming time to do for others. Again, not a command or anything, but a thought. We're gonna end it at 33. There it is. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope that helped something. And take care. Talk to you again soon.